I wonder when that goes. Okay, so to start, I wanted to show, for those who don't know yet, the Holdout Node. This is like using a green screen on an object, basically. Let me set this up a second. To see the effects live on the viewport, you have to activate this. If you don't activate it on the renderer, you will anyway have a transparent object. So what it does is to hide everything that is behind the object that is using this material. And it's like using a green screen, but a bit better because the effect is already, you don't have to mess with the settings or whatever on the software you use to edit video. Yesterday I was watching a video from Pablo Vasquez talking about the glowing effect being able to be rendered on Eevee on a transparent background on the last alpha version, but I downloaded it and still doesn't work, and I don't know if they didn't update it yet or I'm missing something, but well, the idea of the entire tutorial was about that a bit, and it was going to be a bit better if we had the glowing on the portal, but well, it will be. I will show you anyway how to do it. What I did here is to first set up a camera and take a screenshot from the same angle. Then I used this plane as a green screen or the holdout material, and that's why when I placed this render on top of my video, I was able to let the screenshot be seen through this object. And here we have this plane is using a Boolean cutter that has the same animation that the portal, so it kind of opens a window on the screen, on the green screen. Then we have that photo. It's a photo of my living room from the angle that the portal comes out, and then the cube goes in. That's why I moved it a bit to not go through the image. And here I wanted to mention also, this is a plane. This is a procedural texture with on a plane, and I'm using also shadow mode set to none to avoid the shadows of this plane, because if we let it like it is normally, when when the cube goes through the plane, it gets the shadow of the plane that it shouldn't have. So when we set it to none, we don't have that shadow, but we still have the shadow of the plane with the Boolean, as you can see there. That is what we wanted. And that's something that a lot of people ask sometimes with the windows and stuff, that they want to let the light in one. I think that's all for that part, and the other part, it's similar. We have the holdout here. We have a boolean also, same effect for the animation, and a screenshot on the background with the grid. And for the texture, I'm using here. We are using a stretch square. That's why the distance becomes an oval instead of a circle. We are using a noise texture to create like a gradient from this, a gradient that goes from the center to the border, but with noise. And then we use the greater than to get this. Only the values that are greater than this number will be seen as white. The rest will be black. Then we use this distance and another math operation to create this mask. When we multiply them, we get this. Then we have this color ramp. We are using a map range to change because we come from a -1 to 1 coordinate. We change it to 0 to 1. That is what the color ramp uses. And then we plug this into the color of an emission, so we get an emission with this ramp, with this color ramp. This is using shrink wrap to but let me see. Yeah, maybe we have to increase a bit this to avoid the flickering. And then we use this mask to as a factor of a mix shader to let the gradient color on the portal and a transparent on everything else, and that's what we get here. And I think that's it. And I hope you learned something new, and see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.